Hi guys, welcome to AlgoTest. AlgoTest is your go-to solution for anything related to futures and options trading. Our platform helps you to validate and automate trading strategies across several domains. In this video, we're going to be showing you a walkthrough of our entire platform. Broadly speaking, our platform can be divided into three different parts. The first category has tools that allow you to automate, backtest, and forward test your time-based strangles and straddles, or anything along those lines. The second part contains a tool that allows you to automate an indicator-based strategy on either TradingView or charting. And the third segment allows you to assess trading strategies, go back in time and build new strategies and see how they would have performed minute by minute. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video and understand everything there is to know about AlgoTest. I'm currently on the AlgoTest landing page and I'm going to click on Go to Dashboard. So this is what our dashboard page looks like. Let's break it down. First and foremost, I'm going to hide this. And you can see it's just a welcome message here and a few features and their links over here. Then we have a referral section over here. Of course, you can earn 25 credits for every 100 credits that your referral purchases. Here you can see your connected brokers and an option for further broker setup as well as login. You can see your balances right here, backtest and credits. And finally, if you scroll down, you'll see some of our tutorial videos in English and in Hindi both. Now let's talk about the first part that I mentioned on AlgoTest. I'm going to click on Save Strategies and you can see you're greeted with certain templates right here. The first one is the 920 Simple. Over here, if you click on Add New, you can build simple time-based strategies. If you're a complete beginner, this would be a nice place for you to start off, just backtest something and see what it looks like on the results page. But before I go any further, what is backtesting? Well, if you have a trading idea, you're not just going to trade it in the live market, are you? You're going to first validate it, see how it did in the past, how this strategy performed in the past, and then make a trading decision whether, okay, this is viable or perhaps it's not so viable to trade with real capital. Well, typically, you would need to know how to code to backtest over historical data. But with AlgoTest, you don't need to code at all. With just a few clicks, you can backtest a multitude of strategies on AlgoTest. So this would be the simplest template you have. So to demonstrate, let's say I just want to buy a call ATM and buy a put ATM, basically trading a long straddle. On the Bank Nifty index, there's multiple indices to choose from. You can change your entry times and your exit time, and you can add overall stop loss, overall targets. You can add particular leg stop losses. For example, let's say I want to add a 30 point or percentage stop loss. Again, 30 point or 30 percentage stop loss. You can trail this, whatever complexity you'd like. You can also check out this option that says trail stop loss to entry price. And down here, you can choose a backtest period. For now, let's just click on 2 years and click on Start Backtest. This is what your strategy backtest looks like. This is the simplest version of our backtesting template. But now, we're going to click on 920 Straddle and click on Add New. Here you can see there's a lot more complex strategies that you can build. So perhaps, let's say I want the underlying to be Bank Nifty, and I can choose if I want the underlying from cash, spot price, or futures. Further, you can see in the strategy type, you got intraday, BTST, which is buy today, sell tomorrow, or sell today, buy tomorrow, as well as positional. For now, let's look at intraday. You can keep your entry time as, let's say, 9:30 for this demonstration and 3:20 as the exit time. You also have a toggle option for no re-entry after a certain period, whatever you'd like that to be. I'm gonna push that off for now. Down here, you got leg-wise settings where you have square off, partial, or complete. All of these terms have like a simple explanation as soon as you hover over this I. Straightforward to understand. And we've also made videos on specific features, so it's not just an explanation on via text, but also via video. So for this example, we want to trade options one lot. We want to sell an option starting with a call, and I can choose whatever expiry I want, let's say weekly. For strike type, there's multiple options here. You got premium range, closest premium, premium greater than or equal to, premium less than or equal to, straddle width, and percentage of ATM. Once again, we have a video for every single option in this box, so feel free to check that video out in our playlist to understand in depth. For now, let's click on strike type and I want to select ATM. Add this leg and let's add an identical leg but for put this time. And I want to add a stop loss of, let's say, 30% on either leg. There are multiple options for stop loss as well: points, underlying points, percentage, and underlying percentage. Besides this, I can add target profits of, let's say, 30% as well, right? Then there's further complexity you can add by trailing your stop losses. Let's say if I put 10, 5 here and 10, 5 here, it means for every 10 points in my favor, the stop loss will be trailed by 5 points. Then you have multiple options here for re-entries on stop loss as well as target. Simple momentum, which helps you trade momentum-based strategy. So if the underlying or the option price moves by a certain number or a certain percentage, only then I want my trade to be triggered. That's an option over here, which essentially allows you to trade a range when it's broken out or broken down. Finally, scrolling down, you see the overall strategy settings. So your entire strategy can have an overall stop loss. Let's say on an MTM basis, I can have it to be 3,000 rupees, for example. Trailing options also exist, and this is also explained in depth in another video in our playlist. And finally, down here, you can enter your backtest period. So let's just enter 1st Jan 2017 for this strategy and click on Start Backtest. Now, this is the results page, and it's fairly straightforward, but we also have a video that's breaking down each part of this page. But a very quick breakdown is you've got an option to filter certain days if you want to trade budget days or all days. You can see this is the green line is your cumulative P&L and the blue line is the underlying value. This is your drawdown chart. Here you can see your yearly performance as well as your Kalmar or return to match drawdown ratio. You can choose what days you want to see this result for, and at the same time you can also avail the calendar days to expiry feature by toggling this and saying, okay, I want to trade this when there's only 4 days or more to expiry. So there's plenty of options, and you can snap a screenshot. You can also download your trades. Scrolling down further, you have the curve fitting analysis. We've made an in-depth video on this and its importance. You got your slippage calculator, in and out sample split dates. You have the ability to choose a VIX range, whatever VIX you'd like to include in this. You can also include brokerages and taxes and charges, so if you so like. Then the penultimate section of this page is the statistics section, where you can see a multitude of statistics from overall profit, win percentage, loss percentage to Kalmar ratios, reward to risk ratios, expectancy ratios, and so on and so forth. Finally, scrolling down, you can see the entire report of every single trade in this period. The entry time, the exit time, the buy price, the sell price, the quantity, every single thing. So this is a great place to break it down and really analyze when and how your trades make a profit or a loss. So once I'm satisfied with my strategy, I can click here that says Save Strategy, and let's just name this as Demonstration 1. Click on Done. Now, I've built a strategy and I've, let's say, assessed that it's good enough for me to trade based on the historical result or based on the backtest, but we never know if the strategy is curve fit or not, right? There's only one way to find out. You can either trade this with just one lot in the live market or a very small amount of lots, or if you want to be completely risk averse, you can trade this with virtual money. And to do that, you will go to this section that says Forward Test on the navigation bar. Now, this page allows us to deploy our strategy in the live market with virtual money. So, for instance, let's click on Search for Strategy and Demonstration 1. All I have to do is click on Activate when the live market is running, which it currently is not, and this strategy will be deployed right here. Now it's going to use real-time market data to simulate this trade as if it were taken in real life. Of course, a few points to note here. You will obviously not have any slippage because this is a virtual trade, assuming you get the exact prices you want. And of course, this does not include brokerage or any other costs. So that's it for the forward test bit. Now, once you've validated the strategy in the back test and the forward test, and you're ready to trade this live in the market, we have that functionality in the live trade section, which you can see here in the nav bar. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see it's very similar to the forward test page. All I'm going to have to do is search for my strategy, Demonstration 1, click on Setup Execution first. So you can enter execution settings here. There's more advanced settings as well. Again, we have a video for this in our playlist, so check that out. And for now, I'm just going to click on Setup Execution Settings. And finally, all I have to do is click activate in the live market. And provided I've logged in with my broker that's connected to AlgoTest, the strategy will completely trade on its own without any intervention from me. However, if I so wish, there are certain ways I can intervene. I can square off every single strategy if I want, even if the trade was taken by AlgoTest. I can add broker level stop losses and so much more. All of this is explained in an in-depth video. So the next question would be, what if I have multiple strategies that I want to trade and I want to see how they perform when I trade them together? What if I want to see the backtest report of 4 or 5 strategies at the same time? So this functionality exists in the portfolio feature. In the navbar, you can see there is a tab that says portfolios. Clicking on that takes you to this page. So how does this work? So let's create a portfolio. I'm going to click on this button right here. Create a new portfolio. I'm going to name this portfolio as example. And I want to select the strategy that I just built, demonstration 1. And let's say there's another strategy that I already have here, OTM buy or new strategy. Whatever strategies you've built, you can combine all of them and you can click on create portfolio. Once you've done that, you can see this page loads up. Now, via this page, you can run a backtest of all these strategies and see their parameters and their results combined. For example, I've got 3 strategies that I've included in this portfolio. And for now, I'm just going to add the start date as 1/1/2017 and click on Run Portfolio. Okay, the backtest is complete. Scrolling down, you see the similar results page as to what we've seen earlier. Only difference is, this time you see the combined statistics for all of these strategies. So these 3 strategies combined made a profit of this figure. So the first column is showing us our aggregate statistics and the preceding columns show us their individual statistics, right? So you can obviously see that there's a big difference when you trade these 3 strategies together versus alone. Now, scrolling down, you can see there's also a correlation matrix for which you have to click this button. This shows you the correlation of your strategies. Scrolling down further, you finally have the same full report of each strategy, breaking it down day by day, trade by trade, to see when, how, and why a particular strategy made money or lost money. So that was the first universe of tools on our platform, primarily aimed towards time-based strangles, straddles, and so much more. The second universe would be the signals universe. So on the navbar, you can see there's a button that says signals. Clicking on this takes you to this page where you can click on new signal and you can essentially link a strategy from TradingView to your AlgoTest account. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate that here because we have multiple videos showing different strategy templates and free PineScript codes for you, as well as an overall tutorial of how this feature works. So please check that out in the description below. But all in all, what you need to know is our signals bridge allows you to have a trading signal generated from either TradingView or Charting, and then its execution will be automated and done so on AlgoTest. And of course, all of this without writing any code. Onto our third universe of tools. These tools are very handy for not just algo traders, but also those that prefer to trade manually as well. So the first of these tools would be the charts tool. To access this, we're going to click on the charts button on the nav bar, and it takes us to this page where you can see there's a certain chart loading. Now this tool allows us to view straddle and strangle charts. So for instance, you can currently see that there's a Sensex index selected here. You can select whatever index you'd like, and it shows you the India VIX, and there's 2 different legs here, the straddle, opening straddle prices, and you can see how that chart has progressed throughout the day. So this chart is of course a TradingView chart, and it's something that you're probably very familiar with already. This is where it opened. It opened at around 326 rupees, and by the end of the day it decayed to around 25 rupees or so. So you can track whatever legs you like. If I want to remove these legs, I can just do this and click on add legs. Now an option chain loads up wherein you can select whatever legs you like, of course. For now, you can even choose the next expiry because this one is finished. I'm going to click on this option and sell this option and plot the chart. Super fast, super quick, and really easy to use. This is a pretty cool tool to just keep track of your positions or perhaps monitor how price movements occur on certain days to potentially build a strategy around it. The next tool in this universe is the simulator tool. And this tool is a brilliant playground for options traders. You can go back in time to any date and see how a particular strategy moved minute by minute and see its statistics in terms of MTM, profit and loss, the spot movement, the risk reward, probability of profit. There's a lot of features. It's extremely feature packed. And I'm not going to go in depth in this video about it because we have a whole video dedicated to explaining this feature. But just to show you a little glimpse, I can select a certain time in the day, let's say 9:20 a.m. and click the next expiry for now. Sell, let's say, a straddle, and you can see a payoff graph loads up right here. There's multiple tabs. You can see your Greeks, you can see the positions, you can see the probability of profit, max loss, max profit, loads of statistics. Again, watch our video in the description below for a complete walkthrough of this feature. The final tool in our third universe of trading tools is the Analyzer. Now, the Analyzer is a perfect place to assess a particular trade that you have running, or perhaps a trade that you wish to run. So, for instance, if I select the 15th December expiry for the Sensex index and I sell a strangle, this shows me a payoff diagram, shows me some statistics in terms of max profit, max loss, margin required, break evens, risk and reward, and total MTM is showing us 0 right now, but in the live market this will be changing by the minute. It also shows us our strategy Greeks, and in this second tab there's a Monte Carlo analysis for which I've made another video, but here you can enter a volatility estimate of realized volatility and you can run 10,000 simulations at a time to see what your average P&L will look like in the given conditions. So since we're short volatility and our IV currently is around 9.33, if this were to be a realized volatility of 7, you can see that now you're profitable on average. But once again, this is discussed in depth in a separate video because otherwise this video would be way too long. Finally, I'd like to talk about pricing. Our platform works on the basis of credits because that's the most fair way to give you the best bang for your buck. Clicking the pricing tab on the nav bar loads up this page, and here you can choose whatever plan is best suited for you. Our most popular plan currently is the 1999 plan, wherein you get 2,500 credits, which is about 0.8 rupees per credit, which is about 80 paisa per credit, which is pretty much a no-brainer. But you can use these credits to do different things on the platform, and all of that is explained here as well as in the FAQ section. So that was a tour of our platform. There's a lot of intricate details that I have not covered in this video because, like I said, there's separate videos for those. We urge you to check out the platform and check out these videos so you know exactly what you're getting when you purchase credits. If you're new to our channel, feel free to check out all the other videos we've posted about strategy templates, about how to use certain features, about how to build better strategies, and so much more. Welcome to AlgoTest. See you in the next video.